Hi everyone, this question on board is one of the technical questions you can see on the topic of tension on a rope, alright? So the question says, a light inextensible string passes over a smooth pulley and carries mass of 4 kg and 3 kg at its ends. The masses are released from rest. Find number A, the common acceleration, number B, the speed after 2 seconds, then number C, the distance traveled at that time. They say take G equals to 10 meter per second square. This is the diagram, okay? These two masses are attached in a rope that is suspended on a smooth pulley, okay? One of the masses is 4 kg, the other one is 3 kg. And when you release them from rest, you know that this bigger mass will start going down, drawing the smaller mass upward. You now see that as this one is going down, the other one is going up with common acceleration. And we know that the same tension that is acting in this one will be the same tension that will be acting on this one, because the rope is common to them. The speed which this one moves down will be the same speed which one moves up. Okay, so that is what this diagram is now telling us. Let's start solving. Remember that I have solved 4 previous questions on this, 3 previous questions. Please watch them for more understanding. For the tension here, the tension here will now be T equals to the formula is tension equals to M times G plus M times A. Okay, we have been solving it before. M is this mass, G is acceleration due to gravity, then the A is acceleration as a result of the movement of the object. Now for 4, remember that the 4 is moving down, which is opposite of the acting force of tension. Since 4 is moving downward, which is opposite to the tension, therefore it is opposite to the tension, therefore the acceleration has to be negative, okay, since it is opposite, the movement is opposite of the tension, because tension is acting upward while it is moving down. So our T now becomes 4 times 10, they gave us G to be 10, it will now be minus, it will no longer be plus, it will now be a minus because it's moving opposite of tension. It will now be minus 4 times A. This is the acceleration they say we should look for, which is T equals to 40 when you multiply this one minus 4 times A. Let's call it equation 1. Okay. Now for this second one, this one is moving upward, meaning that it's moving in the same direction with the direction of tension, because tension always moves upward. It will now be T equals to 3 times 10, the same formula, plus it will now be plus, no longer minus, because it's moving in the same direction. It will now be 3 times A. This A is common because they are moving in common, okay? It will now give us T equals to 30 plus 3 equation 2. Since the tension acting on the rope is common, is the same everywhere in the rope, therefore, if this tension is equal to this one, if this tension is equal to this equation 2, and the same tension is equal to this equation 1, we have the right to equate them. Since this tension here, since all these tension are the same, we can now say that the equation 1, which is 40 minus 4A, is equals to equation 2, which is 30 plus 3A. I did this because tension is equal to this, while the same tension is still equal to this. So if these two tensions are equal, I will now say that the equation 1 is equal to the equation 2. I never change anything. And remember that the acceleration they ask us is common too. So what do we do here now? We collect the like terms. What are the like terms? 40 and 30 are the same thing, while 4a and 3a are the same thing. So we're going to collect like terms, okay? Now collecting like terms, we now say 40. When 30 come to each side, it will now be minus 30 equals to, okay, we have collected this like term here, equals to 30, equals to 3a. 3a is already there. 3a, bringing this a to the other side will now be plus 4a. So now 30 minus 40 minus 30 is 10, equals to 3a plus 4a equals to 7a, making a subject of formula, which is what we are looking for. So we will now be dividing both sides by 7, which will now give us a equals to 10 divided by 7. What is the final answer? Which is equals to 1.43 meter per second square. That is the acceleration, that is the answer for number A. Then number B says the speed after 2 seconds. Which formula do we use? We now remember our motion formula, or the formulas from the motion, which says that V, we use this one, V equals to U plus AT. U is the final velocity, V is final velocity, U is initial velocity, plus A acceleration times T. Now, then we now use this V as our speed, okay? Remember that the object was released from rest, therefore initial velocity is 0, since it was released from the rest. Now the speed they're asking us will now become equals to V equals to 0, okay, plus A, which we have calculated 1.43 times the time, T represent time, which is 2. After 2, they say after 2 seconds, 2. So the final answer now of the speed they're asking us equals to 1.43 times 2. What is the answer? The answer is equals to 2.9 meter per second. That is the speed. The answer will be they ask us. Now number 3 say the distance traveled at that time, the same time, which is 2 seconds. We still use formula that will enable us to get it, which is S, which stands for the distance using motion formula, equals to UT plus half AT squared. That is another formula for motion, which we brought from our memory or from book. Okay, please, I've solved even motion. I've solved the motion. Go through my page, you will see all the questions concerning motion. Okay, still the same thing. Our U is 0 now. So 0 times anything is 0. Therefore, here will be 0. No need. Then we'll now have half times A, which we calculated. Here is our A. 1.43 times our T, which is our time. Where is our time? 2. They gave us time to be 2, okay, which is 2 square. We are going to square it because they square the formula here. Then our final answer will now become, remember, we now have 1 times 1.43 times 2 raised to the power 2. 2 raised to the power 2 means 4 now, okay? So 4 will be here. We now say 4 times 1.43 times 1. What is the answer? 5.72. 5.72 divided by this 2. Divide by 2, okay? When we divide 4.72 by 2, we now have what? 2 equals to 2.86 meter. 2.86 meter. That is the distance traveled at that time, which is 2 seconds. So that's how to solve this technical question, all right? I will still bring another one that is not like this for you to encounter or solve any question that will come on this topic. Okay, so what you just do is to make sure you subscribe, so that if I post it, you will receive it. If you subscribe, you put your notification button on. If I just post it, you will see it immediately. Okay, subscribe or you follow. All right, then please comment and like it. Okay, thank you. Bye.